Hello, hello, and welcome, my beautiful Libras. This is your general tarot and oracle card forecast for the week of March the 2nd to the 8th. Let's see what your download message is for this week. What is the theme of your reading? What you nurture will grow. Okay, let's see what we have for your tarot messages. What do you need to see, know, and expect this week? See what you need to see, know, and expect this week. I'm going to cut twice today. All right, your first card coming in, Libra, is the Two of Pentacles, followed by the Page of Pentacles and the World card. In your focus part of the reading, you have the Judgment, you have the Six of Cups, and you have the Five of Swords. In the center position, help, hurdle, or challenge, you have the Queen of Swords, you have the Six of Swords, and you have the Justice card. All right, coming in with messages from Spirit and your guides, you have the Eight of Wands, followed by the Lovers, followed by the Three of Wands. Okay, let's see what we have here at the end of the week. You have the Nine of Swords, you have the High Priestess, and you have the Four of Cups. They told me to cut again, so that's why I did that. Okay. First of all, you've got what you nurture will grow. So whatever you're putting your blood, sweat, and tears, your effort, and your investment, and your time, you're going to see it will succeed. You'll see this come in the form of a return of some sort. So keep working on that goal. Whatever it is you're nurturing and caring for, it could be anything: a relationship, your health, your job, your career, a project, anything. Now, coming in, life or career, you've got short term. So this position is temporary, so don't be too attached to it. No worries, you will find something that's even more fulfilling and prosperous. So this could be, this could be your job. This could be a position you've been given in a project you're working on, a group, an organization, a team you're working with, anything. So know that this won't last forever, but don't worry, there's something even better coming in for you. Coming in with that, you have the World, you have the Page of Pentacles, and you have the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles says you could be juggling something. It could be your time. Maybe you need to be more, and usually Libras are really good with time constraints. And, I always say if you want a job done, give it to a busy Libra, and they'll fit it into their schedule. But you might be juggling something over in your mind. Do I do this? Do I do that? Things like that. But it could also be you're working, juggling your money from one account to the other, or your work life with your home life. But there could be two choices, two offers, two options, and two decisions you may have to make. I wouldn't stress it. You'll know the right one. The Page of Pentacles comes in, and pages are messengers, and this particular one brings you good news about the material part of your life, and it could have your job, career, money in general. But you could also be going out there and working on your goals and nurturing them so that you can bring in some extra money yourself. Maybe you're taking a new form of study, adding something new to your resume or your website. The World says you've got it all. This is a card that says, wow, this is the end of one cycle, the beginning of a new one. You pretty much have every direction you can go, east, west, north, or south. You can't make a mistake. This is security. This is longevity. This is happiness in general. Starting a new beginning, starting a new phase. Coming in next, and the World's at your feet. The World is your oyster, basically. Now, this is your focus part of the reading, and it is your career and money card, and it says Rose. Financial relief, being content, loving care, and career. It could be supportive role, job security, and growing. So there's going to be some financial relief. If you've been finding things a little bit tight lately or a little bit lack, you're going to be okay. You're going to be taken care of. Things are going to work out. You have a very good position where you have the ability to be a supportive role for others. I do think you will have job security, and I do think what you nurture, you're going to see grow. Now, coming in with those cards, you've got the Five of Swords, you've got the Six of Cups, and you've got the Judgment card. Be mindful of, picking and choosing your battles wisely. The Five of Swords says it's a no-win situation. You win the war but lose the battle. And you've heard me say this many times. When we go into battle mode, there's risks and consequences. Make sure you weigh them before you step in and put your gloves on into that ring. Six of Cups, been coming up for others too. This is a card of reconnecting. This is a card of, rediscovering somebody, or maybe just reminiscing and romanticizing and daydreaming about your past when you were young, or with somebody. But this can also be forgiveness, and this can also be connecting with somebody here who you may have become distanced from. Life got in the way, and now that you may connect, and you're going to have a good laugh because your loyalty is still there for each other. You've matured through the years, and you can laugh about your mistakes and all of that in the past if you connect with this person. You may be entertaining or being in the company of children. Enjoy yourself. Let your inner child out. The Judgment card says you're making a decision, a judgment call to move on. You've decided that this is a new direction you need to go, but it's almost like the powers that be have led you down this path, and you're giving grace and gratitude. You're saying, wow, thank you for this second chance. Wow. Coming in the center position, help, hurdle, or challenge, you've been given a schedule card, and it has the clock on it. And the clock represents your subconscious wealth. No, the clocks represent karmic delays, obstacles, and challenges that hinder you. Okay. More forms of prosperity require time and effort to manifest. Do you have room in your schedule for the abundance you're wanting to attract? Wow. So what you're nurturing is definitely going to grow, and everything comes in at the right time. Okay, so prosperity is coming into you. You're manifesting it, but not only that, you're working on it. You're nurturing it, and this is why you're going to get it. Just make sure you have the time to do it and accept it. The Justice comes in. You had the Judgment. You have the Six of Swords, and you have the Queen of Swords. Justice is that card that says, justice is served. The gavel comes down. I think there's going to be a fair and just decision and choice that's made here, where both parties, if you are dealing with a legal situation, will walk away satisfied. The Six of Swords says you're leaving troubled waters and going to calmer shores. You've come to that conclusion. It's done and over. If something has ended, you're not going to sit there and wait any longer. You're on your way on a new journey, and you're not sure where you're going, but it will be better. You're being guided in that direction, so it will be better for you. There will still be some challenges. You don't throw a boat in the middle of the ocean and not expect a wave to come up, but you're going to make it. The Queen of Swords is you stepping away, finally wiping your hands clean and cleaning house, walking away from unfulfilling situations. It could be, unfulfilling job, relationships, friendships, anything like that isn't serving you well. She is independent. She is solo. She doesn't rely on anybody else's opinion. She is able to go after her goals, and she's able to cut out what doesn't suit her. Cleaning house, okay? You could even be doing that physically. You could be getting rid of things in your house and starting your spring cleaning early. Now, coming in next, this is your message from Spirit and your guides. You've been given fire. It says carnival, celebration, and ceremony. So these are happy times. These are times to celebrate. These are times when, you're going to be so excited and elated that you're just going to want to, it's like you've got fire lit underneath you to go after some goal that you're seeing coming in, and you're celebrating it. So have a good time. But some of you could be going out and maybe you're celebrating a carnival, some sort of celebration or a ceremony that's being performed that you're going to find exciting. The Three of Wands comes in, the Lovers comes in, and the Eight of Wands. Boy, this lover has been coming up in so many. This is the month for love, my beautiful friends. I love it. I love it. I love it. March is going to be a beautiful month. The Lovers is that card, though, of making mindful and justified decisions with somebody on a heart level or an emotional level. They may have different opinions than you do, but you'll work it out. But it's also the card that says, let your head lead your heart. This is a card that says you could be meeting somebody new too that is going to extend their hand in romance. The Eight of Wands says if you've been stuck here for a while thinking that momentum's slow, things aren't working out, well, know that the Eight of Wands indicates things will pick up. Things will get so busy, Libra, you're really going to have to be sure to schedule everything. So tie up those bootlaces because you're going to be hitting the ground running. Now, these are flying wands. You could be looking at brochures and travel brochures and maybe trying to plan a trip to fly somewhere, maybe a vacation. Also, these are the wands of Cupid. So like I said, you had the Lovers there. Now, the Three of Wands comes in, and again, this has been showing up. You saw me shuffle the cards. So This is about standing on the shore and waiting for your next ship to come in. You work hard at what you do, and as long as you keep nurturing it, you'll see the growth. This is the card that says you have to get going to keep going. So don't stand on the shores too long waiting for another ship to come in. There's always someone who wants to jump in your seat of success. So don't allow it to be left empty too long. Coming in at the end of the week, this is your angel card number. You've been given 1515 1515. This is a card of intuition. So relating, value, insight, increased perception, love, and monogamy. Follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you also must bring value to the table. Treat others with respect, or else karma will bite your ass. 3 is a crowd. Don't be tempted, okay? Try not to be tempted to get involved in something that you shouldn't, okay? Trust your intuition. Realize that change isn't always good when it comes to being unfaithful in a relationship. Keep your eyes open for that, okay? Follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. If you have them, cherish them. Okay, coming in next, you've got the card 4 of Cups, High Priestess, and 9 of Swords. The 4 of Cups says some days, you're sitting there and you're thinking that you're missing out on an opportunity. Things aren't moving very quick, but you're allowing yourself to be boxed in, and don't put all your eggs in one basket. This card says open your eyes to any offers coming in that you might not have thought you'd be interested in, because sometimes they can turn out to be a blessing in disguise. The High Priestess, trusting your intuition again, your gut feeling. If there's something that doesn't seem right, doesn't feel right, allow yourself to listen to that little voice of reason, and that is your intuition. Don't be afraid to do your research and find out the information that you need to know. She sits there usually cool, calm, and collected with the Akashic record on her lap because she's done her homework. She's prepared. The 9 of Swords says you could be losing sleep, allowing your mind to wander and thinking all kinds of things. Don't allow yourself to think negative thoughts when you go to bed. Put them on the chair, let them go, tell Spirit to take them away from you. You need your rest, because when we get lack of sleep, it can bring on physical ailments as well, and you don't want that. Well, my beautiful, beautiful Libras, this is your reading for this week, and I wish you a great remainder to today and a beautiful, optimistic, healthy, happy, prosperous, and successful week. And always know I stand in this circle of love and light for you, and I'll see you soon, my beautiful, beautiful Libras.